I grew up in Wellington, New Zealand, and besides living for 6 months in Constance in Germany, spent the first 21 years of my life there. I graduated from Victoria University in Wellington in 2006 with a Bachelor of Arts in English Literature and Mandarin, and was subsequently awarded a Chinese government scholarship and completed a year of study in advanced Mandarin at Fudan University in China. I decided to study at Fudan University after visiting a few cities in China. Once I graduated from my course at Fudan, I began working for an Australian Taiwanese-owned marketing and event management consultancy, which was a great foray into the business world of Shanghai and China, and was also excellent for furthering my Chinese. I worked with a range of large international clients, helping implement or plan their market entry strategies into China. I had known since arriving in Shanghai that the World Expo would be a great event to get involved in, and I kept my ears to the ground regarding any jobs relating to the event. I applied for a role as Business Development Manager at the Australian Trade Commission to work in a small team managing their business program, which was held at the Australian Pavilion on the World Expo site over 6 months during the World Expo. The Australian Trade Commission's business program included 32 events spanning 10 different industries and incorporated business missions travelling from Australia, ministerial visits, high-profile guest speakers, and a huge range of Chinese business people, government officials, and industry representatives. After the World Expo, I continued to work at the Australian Trade Commission in Shanghai as a consultant, managing a range of projects and working directly with the China country manager. I then moved to Hong Kong and worked out of the Hong Kong office, developing market entry strategy, specifically in consumer industries, until I commenced my MBA studies at HKU, starting with Beijing in June. The first 2 months of my MBA course have been intense, exciting, and stimulating, and thoroughly enjoyable. It was great spending a month in Beijing speaking Mandarin again and getting to know my classmates. Since arriving back in Hong Kong to begin our core courses, it has been all go. So some of the reasons I'm at HKU completing my MBA. In the course of my working life, I encountered many different facets of business, as well as learning a lot about China, emerging markets, and the challenges international businesses encounter when entering these markets. I saw a lot of cogs turning in these businesses and realized there was a lot I still needed to learn about the international business environment. Ultimately, my aim is not just to be able to understand these cogs, but to be able to drive them, and thought the first step in being able to do so was undertaking MBA studies. I would like to have a more holistic view on how businesses work. I chose HKU due to its location in Asia and the fact I believe this region is currently generating the most exciting business stories. I'll graduate from my MBA in the 2013 class. After graduating, my aim is to continue working in Hong Kong, either in international management consultancy or for a large multinational in corporate strategy mapping out entries into new markets.